I don't wanna go there. We should never go there. Why you wanna go there? I guess I gotta go there. You're hearing rumors about me and you can't stomach the thought. So please wait. So please don't judge me. I won't judge you. Cause it can get ugly before it gets beautiful.
Okay, so what's the purpose of the Moorish Ensemble, you said? Wait, first, how long you been going to Moorish Ensemble?
10 years. About a year.
How long?
Yeah, about a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay. And what you say the purpose of Moorish Ensemble is?
To get us together.
To get us together. That's what they taught
Yeah.
you? You've been going there for a year, and that's what you got out of it, that is to get us together.
I think it's to teach us.
Teach us what? Teach you what? Teach you how to do what?
The teachings of the prophet.
The teachings of the prophet. Okay. And these teachings of the prophet, what have they taught you in the year that you've been there? At the temple you go to?
I wouldn't say a lot. We didn't go steady. It's been about off and on for a year, but
okay.
it's a well-organized temple.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. In a year, would you say y'all been like, let's say in the entire year, would you say you could count that as like 6 months that y'all kind of went kind of steady off and on?
No.
More, longer, or less?
Less.
Huh?
Less.
Less?
Less. We've been to about eight meetings.
Okay, and why y'all stopped going?
You said what?
Y'all went to 8 meetings, and why y'all stopped going?
Whoa, it's too far. It's too far. I stay in Moreno Valley, bro.
Okay.
It's 2 hours away.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So it's too far. So in the 8 times y'all went, what did y'all learn? Did they give you your nationality card?
No, because they didn't give me my card because they ain't got no money. They got to order the boat. They need $150 worth to get the cards and stuff. So they need about more people so they can get them all at once. So we've been waiting all this time.
So they need $150 to get the cards.
To get the cards, the book,
How many people was in the temple when y'all first started going?
15. Yeah, about 15.
How many was in there by the time y'all went 8 times and y'all got ready to stop going? How many was in there then?
Which this Sunday, it was only 3 people there. Nobody showed up because the building didn't have no power, and they said, people had to lose their jobs and just life getting in the way. They don't have a secure location. They be written out spots and stuff. I think it's temple number 22, 43. If you Google Los Angeles Moorish Temple, it'll pop up. It's the first one.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So y'all went 8 times. And then the 8 times y'all went, what did they... 8 times is a lot of times to know something. You know what I'm saying? If something is really being taught there, 8 times is a lot. Huh?
I can't really tell you that because, I do my own research and watch videos on YouTube and listen to, more speak and try to do my own type of research. So I really can't remember exactly what he was talking about during the time. I know he was, going through the Quran. He said, I'm embarrassed.
You embarrassed? Why you embarrassed?
Because I can't really tell you the and I learned anything.
Okay, but that ain't no reason for you to be embarrassed. That's a reason for sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America to be embarrassed. And then see, the first thing what they'll say to you is, they'll say, well, that ain't no real temple they going through. Who her grand sheik is, what grand body they went through. Da 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 da. But you steady letting these people be out here saying that they Moorish Science Temple of America though. So that means you not a harmonious group. You're not governing anything if everybody still got these temples, and then you want to, because they not doing a good job, then you want to talk bad about them because you don't like the fact that what they teach. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's not, I don't want to talk bad about them because, I mean, they good people. I don't think they you know, doing anything wrong. I just think they ain't well established. They don't have a secure spot. They don't have the money. And it seems like they don't have no help. And I was asking him, like, well, you know, the other temples don't help or nothing like that. He said everybody's their own temple. You know, everybody do their own thing. And I don't know, that's kind of weird to me, too, because, you know, like you said, we're supposed to be one nation. And I feel like to get more people and to teach more people, we gotta do better.
You know the honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali say it ain't number one temple, Moorish Science Temple of America, and ain't number one prophet, Noble Drew Ali. This is what he teach us. If you're a real Moor that follow Noble Drew Ali, then you know this. You don't. You wouldn't be around saying, well, every temple is this, and you know they not together. Because guess what? Your job, if you're a sheik, is to bring the temples together. Because you supposed to understand that this movement of Noble Drew Ali is bigger than you being a sheik. It's bigger than your ego. It's bigger than even the temple itself. You see what I'm saying? Because what you're supposed to be doing is uplifting your people and uplifting fallen humanity. And the way that you uplift fallen humanity and uplift your people is by giving them these divine teachers of Noble Drew Ali. But guess what? Of the Bible, of the Quran of Muhammad, of the teachings and lessons of Buddha, as well as the teachings and lessons of Confucius. You see what I'm saying? So if we being Moors, being Moorish American, we have an insatiable lust for knowledge. And any temple you go to where these sheiks is trying to keep your mind in a jar, and because you saying things or trying to teach them things or make them aware of a vision of things the way you see it from your perspective because of different studies that you're studying that they may not be studying. This is what the prophet is talking about when he say, be careful because your own brother put you back in slavery. He'll enslave you again. Okay? So now how will your own brother enslave you again? Who done had you a slave all this time? The Christian churches. Right? The Christian church then kept you a slave. Right? So now what are they doing in the temples now? Now they trying to get you to stay up in the temple just like the Christian preachers had you staying up in the churches. They got you in there going over the one-on-ones and teaching you the Circle 7 Quran over and over and over and over again, year after year after year after year. That's the slavery. That's that mental. You feel me? That's that slavery he was talking about. You see what I'm saying? Be careful because your own brother put you back in slavery. The Moorish Science Temple of America wasn't set up to get you to keep repeating the one-on-ones and the Circle 7 Quran over and over and over again. It was set up to start you back to thinking again. To get you to thinking about free national principles and standards. And in you thinking about those free national principles and standards, you would then begin to want to become a free national citizen again and go back under the constitutional fold of government again. And by doing such, you would become that pure nation of people that he said you were, a pure and free nation of people. So to really, the Moorish Science Temple of America is really supposed to open your mind, not close the doors of your mind. So any temple you at that the sheiks is not allowing you to blossom, it's time to replant yourself into a bigger pot. Because that's not what Moorish Science Temple of America is. We scientists. And the thing that scientists do is they study. Our prophet, Noble Ali, the Honorable Prophet Noble Ali, teach us to do what? He say you study everything. You study the birds, you study the bees, you study the stars, you study everything. So how can somebody the teachings that this man Bolt is telling you to study everything, but when you studying everything, it's giving you greater knowledge of things that if your sheep not studying everything, his perception ain't gonna be the same as yours when you come in that temple. So he got to be man enough, and he got to let that ego that Noble Ali, the Honorable Prophet Noble Ali teaches us, that we got to learn to put our foot on our ego, which is our lower self. If you learn to put your foot on your lower self, he will then, the teacher can then take his position in the class, his seat in the class, because one of the students that he done taught, who mind he done opened up, has elevated to the status that he greater than the teacher. That he can come back and teach the teacher something. But so many of these sheiks, they so scared to relinquish the power of being the sheik in their temple. They so scared that the other Moors is going to look up to a Moor that's not a sheik up over them.
Yeah.
Therefore, if you just being a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America is able to comprehend and learn and study the teachings of Noble Ali to the point that you can combat them, that they're scared of that. They scared of that. They scared of that. Because then the people, the Moorish American people that are citizens would begin, and who are members of the Moorish Science Temple of America would then begin to, guess what? Feel that, well, I don't, you're not really teaching me, Sheik. I'm good. I'm so then they feeling that they won't be needed. Okay? So we got to begin to really pay attention to what our prophet is teaching us and what he's telling us in the literature and everything. And I'm going to read y'all something out the Moorish literature right quick, just to show you what I'm talking about. And like I said, I told some Moors, I said, this is what I said to them. I said, look, hold on one second. I told them, wait a minute, I'm getting my Moorish literature out. There's my Moorish literature. I know it's around here somewhere. It ain't too far. I keep it on deck. Gotta keep all the proper literature on deck. Close at hand. Okay, hold on one second. I see everything but my Moorish literature. Hold on. Where is that? Here it is. Here you go. I know it ain't far. Bam.
No.
Okay. Now, check it out. So, listen to the prophet. Listen to our honorable prophet. Listen close. He say, I, the prophet, am applying to all loyal, faithful Moors, comma, members, comma, and the American citizens. This man is giving you a distinction here. He's trying to let you know there are Moors that are not part of the temple. Because he say Moors, comma, that's a pause. Members, comma, that's a pause. So if he talking about if all Moors are part of the temple, there would be no need for him to separate them two in that statement. You see what I'm saying? Now, how do you know what I'm telling you is true? I don't know. How do we know, Mr. Cannon Bay, that what you're saying is true? I'm going to tell you how you know what I'm saying is true. Because we're going to stick to the prophet and follow his footsteps. The prophet said this. The honorable prophet Noble Ali say, some of my best Moors are still in the churches. So did he acknowledge that even though they were still in the Christian church, they were still Moors? And in this Moorish literature, didn't he just make a distinction between the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America and Moors? See, we gotta wake up. Our people, like I told some more Moors, I said, man, look, you gotta start thinking with common sense and not nonsense. I say, I tell you what, let's do this. In 711 AD, the Moors went to Europe. This is a fact. We went to Europe. We educated the European people, right? Fact. Okay. We left there 1492, 1498, whatever, right? Okay. If you get a 1599 Geneva Bible, bam, it got more in the Bible. Okay? This before the King James Version came out. Okay? Now, this is what I told him. Now show me anywhere where it talk about, now I'm showing you that Moors, we as a people, existed before the 1900s, before Noble Ali came and established the Moorish Science Temple of America. Show me anywhere before that time the Moorish Science Temple of America. Our flag do not stand for Moorish Science Temple of America. I love Moorish Science Temple of America. Don't get me twisted. I love it. That's our temple. That's our university. That's where we go to get our brains back started thinking again. Like the prophet said, if I can only start you to thinking, you will save yourself. But guess what? As you steady learn about saving yourself, you'll begin to find out, guess what? You can't save yourself. See, that's the real first lesson that you really need to learn and get an understanding of. You cannot save yourself. Even if you wake up right now talking about you proclaim your nationality and you a Muslim and all that, guess what? You still ain't saved. You know why? Because it's still you versus a whole other nations of people. All these different states out here is different nations of people. It's you versus them. Because guess what you just said? And keep in mind, the Moorish Science Temple ain't together. The Sheikh told you that. They all separate. So if they all separate and they all doing their own thing, how can you ever be saved? You can't be. But guess what? When you become a true state citizen and return back to the thought pattern of your ancestors, which is your forefathers, when you return back to the way thinking of them, you're going to return back to free national principles and standards, which is going to lead you back to becoming a state citizen. And by you becoming a state citizen, now you're not by yourself. You with a whole nation of people. And now you can be protected because you part of a body.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you part of a body that got power, and in this country that's considered to be what? The sovereign. The states is sovereign in this country. Bottom line, period. Ain't no way around it. It don't say that the temples are sovereign in this country. The temple don't have a flag. The Moorish American people got a flag. Islam?
Right. Islam.
So, you know, all I can say is, you know, keep going to the temple because you need it, because the temple is going to teach you your divine creed and your nationality, teach you all about it, teach you your customs, teach you your traditions, teach you your moral values and principles that you supposed to have, them values of love, true peace, freedom, and justice. But don't make no mistake like all these Moors is doing. And I'm steady trying to wake them up. I'm steady trying to wake them up. The temple is not a state. It's not a state. It's a body of politic. Is a state a body of politic? Yes, it is. But a body of politic could be a municipality. It could be a county government. It could be a state. A body of politic could be multiple things. So yes, don't get it confused. It takes certain things to be recognized as a state. That means you govern a certain territory or land if you're a state. Okay? So the only state that the Moorish Science Temple of America is governing is the state of confusion right now.
Right.
That's the only state they governing. A state of confusion. Until they come together as a whole and they go back to to the plan and thoughts and patterns of their forefathers, which is to live under a free national constitution and to come back under the constitutional fold of a free national government. Moors got to stop mixing the divine constitution up with the constitution of a free national government. That's not what that is. It's a divine constitution. And Act 6 is telling you the Moorish Science Temple of America is doing what? With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our members their nationality and divine creed. I just read you out the Moorish literature what Noble Drew Ali said. I'm going to read it one more time. Listen to what the man say. The Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali teach us. He say, I, the Prophet, am applying to all loyal, faithful Moors, members, and the American citizens. We got to get an understanding about what our Prophet brought us and what he teaching, and get an understanding that, you know, we need the temple. Don't get it twisted. It's a balance. But the scale is unbalanced because our brothers refuse to come up out the temple and demonstrate free national principles and standards. And that was the purpose of the Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali, to come wake us up so we could return to the thoughts of our forefathers, which is free national principles and standards. And in returning to that, then we can really begin to teach our people the truth, the real way that they are to achieve their nationality, because it's not conferred on them by a temple but by a state. Islam?
So hold on, let me stop you right there. If you want now. Anybody who ain't doing this and they call themselves a sheep, it's out of pocket right here. So they basically trying to keep our minds in the Bible. Keep you not thinking for yourself.
I ain't gonna say all sheiks now. I ain't gonna say all sheiks, because we got a sheik in Chicago named Tyrone Bay, and he ain't trying to put your mind in no box. He trying to wake you up.
If I run up on him and he don't give me the divine creed, what is that?
Huh?
If he don't give me the Constitution, what is that? The Moorish Science Constitution, you're supposed to get there as soon as you get in the temple.
I mean,
am I right?
I tell look, hey, I'm not no sheik. You gotta ask a sheik that question. Is if soon as you join the temple, if they supposed to give you a divine constitution, that's a question you gotta ask a sheik. Now I tell you this. Listen. I tell you this. Soon as you join your state government, you gonna get your state constitution. Now I can tell you that. That I can answer.
All right.
I'm just a member like you of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I'm a member.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But I'm also a state and government official for the Moorish American people. You see what I'm saying? I understand that, guess what? When I leave up out this temple, I'm still a public servant. Now I work for my people out here in the public to uplift and make the conditions for my people as a nation better. So these people can stop molesting these people walking around saying they Moorish Americans, because these my people. So I got to make sure they straight so that these foreigners not molesting them out here in the public. Okay? Guess what? In Congress, you got many people sitting in Congress, right? Guess what? A lot of them go to church on Sunday. Some of them even go to the mosque on Friday. But guess what they know? When they go to the mosque on Friday, or they go to church on Sunday, that's religious. That's private. That's their private business. When they come up out that mosque and they come up out that temple and they come up out that church, guess what they know? Back to business for my people. Back to carving out civilization in the public. Because that's where you carve civilization out, in the public. You don't carve civilization out for your people in the temple. That ain't how it works. That's out in the world. The temple is about self. It's about spirit. It's divine. It don't care about worldly things. That it ain't supposed to. It don't deal in the flesh. It deal in the spirit and the mind. Islam?
Islam. Yeah, brother. This is a nice talk, man. This is, yeah, this is.
Man, feel free to call me anytime, Moab. Cause my job ain't to close the doors in your mind. My job to open them up and make you start thinking again, like the Honorable Prophet Noble Jew Ali taught us. He said, if I only could start you thinking again, you would save yourself. So all I'm doing is, I'm trying to wake Moors up and make them start thinking again. Cause a lot of Moors, really, not only are they just African Americans that's Moorish conscious, they really still just 14th Amendment citizens because they ain't never took no oath to no state. So therefore, they worshiping two gods. They serving two masters. Bottom line, period. They are a resident. They are resident in the state in which they live in, and they are at the same time a United States citizen. So therefore, they got a split allegiance. So therefore, they serving two masters. Come on over here to the United States of America Republic and serve one master, and that master is Allah, under our state government, and serve your people as a nation. That's what's up.
Now, hold on, let me stop you again, because you're moving real fast. Now, my wife said she want to know how we protect. I'm quite sure you answered that already, but you probably rambled on a little fast.
She say, how we what?
How are we protected?
Let me tell her to come to the phone.
She right here. She can hear you, brother.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
The law, right? The written law enslaved us as a nation of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
The written law freed us as a nation of people, right?
Yes.
So the written law has the power to protect you as a nation of people as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you have a contract with me, your husband can't break the contract me and you made, can he?
No.
The judge can't add nothing to that contract neither, can he?
No.
He can't take nothing away from it neither, can he?
No.
Okay. So, your state constitution is called a social contract. Okay?
Okay.
It is also a covenant made by a nation of people with their God, with their creator. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if nobody can come between a contract that two people make, they damn sure can't come between a contract that a nation of people made with their God.
Yeah.
And that's where your protection come from, your God, your creator.
Okay.
So the rights that's secured for you in your state constitution is your rights, your God-given rights. Why are they your God-given rights? Because your state constitution is a contract securing the rights that your creator said that he's giving and blessing you with.
Okay.
And no state, Article 10, Section 1 of the United States Constitution, no state can impair the obligation of contracts. So when you really get an understanding and an overstanding of the law, understand that if you stand firm with your God, with your creator, and you stand firm on that covenant, when you take that oath to your state, get an overstanding that you taking an oath to your creator, to your God, and to your people. That you pledge your allegiance, your life, and your property to, we pledging that to each other and to our God. Okay?
Yeah.
So this where your protection come in at. Now, let's ask some sheiks where your protection come in at in the temple and see if they could break it down to you like I just broke it down to you where your protection come from the state. Islam?
Islam. They ain't gonna be able to do that. They ain't gonna be able to do that.
They'll be able to do it after they watch this video. Islam? If their ego ain't too big, and this is what I'm talking about, people that saying they Moors. If you saying you a Moor, and what I just dropped is truth, it's fact, it cannot be disputed. What I just, the jewels I just laid down can't be disputed. Because what I just said is backed up in written law as fact. Okay? So if their ego ain't too big, and if they were honorable men, they would accept what I just said and start teaching it in the temple. So that our people in the temple could start doing what? Gravitating towards free national principles and standards. And they could start really claiming their nationality, proclaiming their nationality in the government in which they live, like our prophet said. Okay? Yeah. And therefore, they would not be molested by other what? Citizens. So we really got to pay attention to the Honorable Prophet Noble Ali. Man, I thank him every day. I thank him every day. I love the Prophet. I love him. I used to tell people when I was in jail, they be like, Cannon Bay, what's up? Nationality, the order of the day every day. They be like, man, what's going on? I'm trying to tell you, me and the Prophet got something special going on. On the real, we got something special going on. He teaching me. He opening my eyes up so I can see. And I understand what the Bible mean when it say, open my eyes so I can see. And then the Bible is telling you, from studying the written law of God, studying that law will open your eyes so that you will behold wonderful and great what? Things. It comes from studying the law. So the perception that each one of us have come from what? Our study and the intake of information that we take in over a period of time gives us our perception. So our perception comes from the knowledge that we have. So in order for to change your perception of how you see things, you got to at least take in new information and new knowledge. Mm-hmm. So any sheik and any person in the Moorish Science Temple of America that claim to be a Moor, that put their hand up to you when you're trying to teach them something new, they not really no more. I'm just keeping it real. They not. Anybody scared to hear a different perspective, they not really no more. They still slaves. These is Moorish Christians that you dealing with. Yeah. That done bought that Christian mentality over, that no matter what truth you put in front of them, they don't see it and they don't want to hear it. And then you tell them, okay, well, I'm showing you in the law right here, in the written law of nations, that it says how nationality is to be conferred upon an individual. And you telling me that ain't right. And I say, okay, show me in law that it ain't right. They can't never show you in law. All they doing is combating law with their mouth. And that never win. Because law govern all events. Bottom line, period. Mm-hmm. Islam?
Islam.
Any more questions?
I'm asking, I'm looking at it. I mean, she kind of got it, but, you know, it's probably going to take a little while for it to set in, brother. But,
of course. I said, that's why I said, any more questions?
No.
Okay. Call me if you got any more questions, because I got answers. I got answers. I got answers. I ain't got no spin move for you. I got answers. And I'm ready to do war. I'm ready to battle. At any time, I'm throwing it out there. At any time, any sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America think he want to try to stand his ground, he could come on with it. Yeah. He could come on with it. Yes, do it. Yes, do it. Because I'm standing on law. Yeah. Not nonsense, common sense. I'm standing on law. And I'm standing on what my prophet taught me. And what Allah unfolded to me. The measure he unfolded to me. So any sheik, any Moor, any European, anybody on this earth that feel that they want to try to stand and they think they want to come toe to toe, I'm down. Because I stand for Allah on this planet. I stand for God. So they got to come correct. Because if not, if they don't come correct, I'm going to make them look like a fool. And God said that in the Bible. He said, I make the wise man look like a fool. Trust and believe. I ain't no wise man. I ain't got no college degrees. All my overstanding and come from my creator, Allah. And I speak to him every day in my heart.
So how did you? So you mean to tell me you got all this from common sense?
I got all this from speaking to Allah in my heart. He unfolded certain things to me, as well as the prophet unfolded and revealed certain things to me by following and listening to his teachings. He said his real sheep can hear his voice. When I read the prophet literature and read the Circle 7 and read everything, the prophet oral statements, I hear his voice clear as day. And he be telling me, man, follow my footsteps. Follow my footsteps. Only a fool can err. He ain't telling me follow no sheik. But guess what? And I tell every Moor this. Honor all sheiks. Don't let these sheiks tell you, are you not part of that grand body? Who your grand sheik is? Who your sheik? Anybody carrying the title of sheik that's in Moorish Science Temple, whether they teaching you correct or not, if they got that title, I honor them. Because somebody looked up to them enough to honor them as they sheik. So if they look up to them enough to honor them as they sheik, then I got to have enough respect for them as well. You feel me? And we all got to respect them as well, because they do hold a title. You understand? I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. I got a son, my sons, right? They got an auntie that's the same age they are. Right around in the same age they is, right?
Right.
And they like, I ain't got to listen to her. This is what they told me one day. She was telling them to do something. They was like, I ain't got to listen to her. She ain't nobody. She can't tell me nothing. We're the same age. I say, hold up, Junior. Let me explain the difference in you and her. She got a title. It's called auntie. You gonna do what she say do, because she got that title. It don't matter y'all the same age. She your auntie. You feel what I'm saying? So once again, we back to status. So these sheiks got a status. So we got to honor and respect them. Even if they not coming together, but we as members of the Moorish Science Temple of America got to start pressing the issue with them to come together. Because that's our duty. And they got to live up to our expectations as a nation and as Moorish Americans and as members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The prophet said they got to live up. The sheik, the assistant sheik is to assist the grand sheik and all his duties if he live according to the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And it is recognized before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. So they got to live up to what our expectation of them being a sheik. They got to live up to that. Just because you got that title sheik, they don't give you no pass. They don't give you no pass. If I'm hungry for knowledge and if I'm hungry for information, and if you can't answer the questions that I ask, if I go dig and find out the answers to my questions, don't try to shut me down when I come in the temple, because you couldn't answer them questions. Let me give you the answers to the questions that you couldn't provide to me. Accept it. Go research what I research. Let me do the research and give it to you. Be man enough or woman enough or be sheik enough or sheikist enough to go do the research. If I spend hours and hours and hours of my day and time researching and studying and researching and studying, and I cut all the fat off this meat and I bring it to you, at least you can do is eat from the plate. Go on and eat the meat, man. I did the last 22 hours studying, trying to find out and figure out this information. And I bring it to you where you can just read it in 10 minutes. And you won't do that? That's a slave. That's a slave.
That's a slave, ain't it?
All day long. All day long.
Gotta keep me in the box.
And then don't want you to reveal what you done learned to the body.
You want me to reveal what I done told you. I asked you a question. Then I tell you the answer to it. But you supposed to told me all of it. And you knew it anyway? That's crazy. Yeah, something, I mean, you know.
Ego.
Like the prophet said, you gotta be careful because they gonna have your ass shacked up, just like your enemy, your own brother.
I'm trying to tell you. The Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us, ain't no more chains on you. The only chains on you now are mental chains. So why, if it ain't no more chains on us, then why we still stagnated? Somebody ain't teaching right.
Somebody ain't telling us what's
Somebody ain't teaching right.
Somebody holding something back, ain't they?
Hey, and I'm trying to tell you, man, you got these temples out here, man. I be laughing at them. Cause they be like, well, that ain't the real temple over there. We the real temple. Yeah, y'all the real temple. Why? Listen what they say. I say, y'all the real temple. Guess what they say? No, yeah, we the real temple. Look, we got the prophet shoes. Go to another one. Oh, they ain't the real temple. We the real temple. We got the prophet socks. Oh, they ain't the real temple over there. Did they teach you what kind of Kool-Aid? What's the prophet's favorite Kool-Aid? I be looking at some of these temples, man, and some of these sheiks at some of these temples, man, they need to stop it, man. And this is what I'm gonna say. Look.
And when are you doing that?
I'm just yeah, some of them, yeah. They will tell you, yeah, they got the prophet shoes, or they got the prophet this, or the prophet that. But this is what I'm gonna say. And this is what I really mean by that. The Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali said the Moors gonna come into their own in the 2000s. Okay, are we or are we not in the 2000s?
Yeah, this shit right here, people try to plan.
Okay, so if we in the 2000s and you are old sheik and you got all this literature and all these original documents of the prophet that the prophet left, and you still holding this stuff to your chest,
and you ain't giving it to nobody,
and you ain't giving it to the people,
all of us don't know.
And the prophet said that we are to come into our own in the 2000s. It's time for them abdab lessons to be revealed to the people, so that the people can go on and come into their own in the 2000s, like the prophet said. All that literature and all them papers and all them documents that you've been holding to your chest, that you got stuffed up in your mattress, it's time to pull that stuff out of there and start giving it to the people. Because the things, the perception that he have, being that he grew up and that he was born in the 40s or in the 50s, guess what? It's some Moors coming along now that's going to read that same information that you've been reading since the 40s and 50s, and they going to get something out of it that you ain't never seen before.
That you ain't never seen. So
and the reason they going to get it?
You need to relinquish that. You need to relinquish that information to us and stop holding that back. That's why I say that brother wrong there, because I really think, I ain't going to say I know for a fact, but I really think that Temple One and that Boswell Bay dude, he really got some information that we need. He is not relinquishing in that tour, because he's looking at it like, I know this and I got this and I don't think y'all ready. It's not your right to do that.
Ego.
It's not your right to do that, brother. You can't do that.
But listen,
because basically you doing exactly what we were just talking about earlier. You keeping me in the box.
He keeping you a slave.
My mind in the bottle.
He keeping you a slave.
I'm not no old Moor. You know, when I see what you been holding on to this time, I'm gonna know everything I'm supposed to be knowing.
Islam.
When you slap this glass on the ground and then rub this paper and then scratch my ear, I'm gonna know everything I'm supposed to be knowing all this time. Instantly. Just like that. You know. When you put your hand on my shoulder and say those 3 words right there, I'm going to know what's supposed to be going on. So you need to stand down at least be a real honorable, be a noble man. Be a noble man and step down and release all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we should all be on, if nobody don't get there too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he got, but he got to have something to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? To be doing what he's doing, he gotta have something.
But guess what? But guess what? It ain't the sheik's fault. It ain't the sheik's fault. You know who fault it is? No, it ain't. You know who fault it is? The members.
Who?
The members. Because the members is allowing him to do it. The members is allowing him to do it. You see what I'm saying?
There is. Like I said, I don't want to get into this over the phone, but he had I guess he took my cousin Sheikhism, right? And the only way you can do that is to member, the Sheik, he holds meetings at his house or this and that, or he doing something crazy, not coming to the temple. And he took it. He took his little get out because he was like, I think he was scared of him. Same thing we're talking about. Same thing we're talking about right now, such as a guy like yourself. He wouldn't let you step down there and let you be grabbed out the shit because he's scared. And you know something, G. I swear, I believe in dude and know something, and it bothers me, man, a little bit, And I ain't up there no more, so, I mean, I run up on him with that. And then another thing, too, he got a lot of people who love him, you know what I'm saying? And they willing to die for him, you know what I'm saying? Because this man is, I guess he's really powerful, So, I mean, it's just like, man, you don't want to stand down.
Hey.
And let no new ones get in there.
Let me tell you this here. The Honorable Prophet Noble Ali teach us powers change as the ethers change. He ain't powerful.
Yeah.
Trust me. He ain't powerful.
Well,
soon as these more.
He got some knowledge that he needs to relinquish.
But guess what?
He knows something that I'm supposed to know.
Guess what?
And he ain't telling me.
Guess what? He could keep all that stuff stuffed up in his mattress, because guess what? He can't stop what the prophet done predicted.
Leave that alone, baby.
He can't stop what the prophet done predicted. You feel me?
Yeah.
We coming into our own in the 2000s, and ain't no shit gonna stop that. I don't care what they got stuffed up in the mattress, hid in the shoe, in the closet, and all that. It don't matter.
Yeah.
He ain't got to give it to us, cause we gonna get it anyway.
Yeah.
Islam?
Yeah, Islam.
All right, y'all hit me back if y'all have any more questions.
All right, brother, love.
All right, peace and love.
All right.